Good Thursday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, your source for weather information for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the forecast analysis video discussion for Thursday, December 26, 2013, and I hope everyone had a very safe and enjoyable holiday. Here's our winter bird here perched out on the leaf, and he's blowing some cold air out, exhaling some cold air out of his lungs here. And we've got some cold air over the forecast region this morning, perhaps even some light snow showers across northwestern zones this morning before clearing sets in during tonight. And it's a cold start to Thursday, the day after Christmas. This morning here at 5 a.m. from the New Jersey Weather and Climate Network, we have temperatures anywhere from the upper teens into the low and mid-20s across the entire forecast region. And we have some broken to overcast skies this morning across northeastern New Jersey City metro area. Broken to overcast skies across portions of central and eastern Long Island, interior Connecticut, and also in Pennsylvania out there near Avoca Scranton and Mount Pocono as well. Skies to the south of the, Interstate 78 there are basically generally clear at this time. There's a few more clouds mixed in across central and southern New Jersey as well, with a little bit of MVFR conditions there. Temperatures uniform this morning, upper teens to the low and mid-20s. The winds are very light and variable out of the northeast or calm. Some stations reporting southwesterly winds here across southeastern Pennsylvania as a warm front tries to make its way through the region ahead of a cold front and trough, which will be approaching the region during the afternoon. Visible satellite this morning at sunrise or just before sunrise shows a little bit more of the cloud cover across northeastern Pennsylvania into New York State, and this is where an area shortwave. Skies generally in New Jersey for the most part are clear. There are some lower clouds across northeastern New Jersey into New York City, parts of the lower Hudson Valley, also a few scattered areas across central and southern New Jersey this morning. Water vapor, not too much warming going on in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. There's a little bit of diffuse energy here in water vapor channel, so we can see a few snow showers making their way across the Poconos this morning, and we'll get to that on radar as well. Here's the latest radar, which shows the precipitation now entering central and southeastern New York down into the regions just to the west of the Poconos this morning, down through central Pennsylvania, where some light snow showers are occurring this morning. Better look on radar this morning from Binghamton and central New York State all the way down through Williamsport and Harrisburg and into Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. We have a line of some light snow showers across the region this morning. Watches, warnings, and advisories, most of them are away from the area. Small craft advisories on the South Shore and east ends of Long Island. Also for the New Jersey coastal waters down through Cape May. These may be extended a little further south through the Delmarva region during later this afternoon and this evening. These are for westerly winds at 15 to 20 knots with seas 2 to 4 feet from late this afternoon through tomorrow morning as the cold front comes through. Now, meanwhile, to the north and west across central New York and far northern eastern and central Pennsylvania, we have some winter weather advisories if you're traveling out in those regions this morning into this early this afternoon. We're expecting anywhere from about an inch or two, maybe even 2 to 4 inches of snow in this region as a result of a band of snow that's moving through the region this morning, and that may put down a couple of inches of snow in these regions. For northwestern New Jersey, there's no absolute northeastern Pennsylvania, no watches or warnings, although there is a special weather statement out this morning for a dusting or a coating of snow as that trough access and snow shower band move through the region. On the aviational deck this morning, we have generally VFR conditions. There are a few areas here. Morristown is MVFR sealing this morning. Also at Mount Holly, South Regional Airport, McVeigh, they also have marginal VFR conditions this morning. Outside of that, Newark, New Jersey this morning has some broken ceilings at 3,600 feet. That's mostly cloudy and basically temperature 29 and the dew point 17, humidity 61%. We're going to experience some scattered clouds at around 3,000, broken 15,000 this morning, and then broken at 3,000 later this morning. And then from late this morning into early this evening, northwesterly winds coming in at 8 knots, visibility is better than 6 miles, scattered clouds at 3,000, broken at 12,000, basically VFR conditions. Some winds gusting out of the west late this afternoon and this evening, about 12 gusts to 20 knots. Visibility is better than 10 miles. A few scattered clouds at about 4,000 feet as a cold air advection comes through the region again. And from late tonight through early tomorrow morning, basically a west wind dying down at around 10 knots. Visibility is better than 10 miles. A few scattered clouds at around 4,000 feet. Philadelphia this morning, basically mostly cloudy. A few clouds at 8,000, scattered 14,000. Temperature 25. As some scattered clouds during this morning at 15,000, broken at 10,000. And from late this morning, southwesterly wind at about 9 knots before the cold front comes through, broken ceilings at 5,000. And then from late this afternoon, winds shift to the west, 12 gusts to 24 knots, scattered clouds 4,500 feet. Then from tonight into early tomorrow morning, winds out of the west or northwest at around 10 knots to 20 knots early this evening, dropping off to about 10 miles per hour late overnight tonight into tomorrow morning with some scattered clouds at about 10,000 feet. NAMWRF composite reflectivity precipitation type and cloud forecast from Penn State's eWall site shows the snow showers across the Poconos may be getting into portions of northwestern New Jersey with scattered to broken clouds across the region early this morning, and a cold air environment as well as the wind shift to the west behind the frontal trough and as it moves through the region. And then skies become generally scattered late tonight into early tomorrow morning, and basically a mostly clear night tonight, but winds will be up, so temperatures may not fall off too much with radiational cooling, but it's going to be a cold night with those west to northwest winds across the region. Friday, tomorrow, looks like a mostly sunny day and a cold start in the morning as well. And then we could have just a few clouds in the afternoon, but mostly that should be suppressed. Most of tomorrow should be a mostly sunny day. As we get into Friday night and Saturday morning, same kind of situation. Late afternoon, mostly sunny skies, and generally fair weather going into Saturday and Saturday night with a west wind and winds becoming a little bit more southwesterly during the weekend, especially Saturday night and Sunday morning. And that's where the rain is going to come in during Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. GFS forecast of 2-meter temperatures right above where we are here at 6 feet above the ground level, and mean sea level pressure. As we go forward in the forecast, I want to show you this graphic because basically high pressure is in control, and basically the cold air is going to bleed in over probably from Monday night into early Tuesday. High pressure basically in control of the weather, and we'll find generally modifying temperatures into early part of the weekend. But remember, still parts of the northeastern corridor here remain on the chilly side, even though the air is modifying in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere on southwesterly winds. Relatively benign weather, dry conditions outside of the snow showers that moved through the region this morning. And then we'll have to wait until Sunday as an area of low pressure here develops in the Gulf. And notice all the warmth here that's developing across the central and southeastern United States. This is going to be the last time that you're going to see this kind of warm air here relative to normal for the end of this year, December, because we're moving into a very cold pattern. Arctic air, the polar vortex, dropping south and east across Hudson's Bay, Canada, into portions of the northeastern portions of the United States early next week mean trouble, because these are temperatures here at 25 to 30 degrees Celsius below zero. And this cold air is going to gradually bleed south and east into the United States northeastern corridor beginning Monday night, Tuesday, Christmas, New Year's Eve day, and of course New Year's Day 2014 is going to be a very cold day here, and there's the potential for some storminess come later next week too, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But before all that happens, rain moves up the coast primarily on Sunday afternoon, Sunday night into early Monday morning. It should be out of here by late Saturday, Sunday night, early Monday. Could be dealing with some moderate to heavy downpours on Sunday too, as this area of low pressure moves up and scoots up off the coastal waters here of the New Jersey, New York coastal waters by Sunday night. Notice how the cold air is still lacking or actually waning behind here, but it's going to get into the picture as the low begins to deepen off of Nova Scotia and southeastern, northeastern Atlantic Canada. The cold air comes in, and a couple of short waves or troughs in the upper levels of the atmosphere will be digging south and east through the region, as well as high pressure across the central and eastern United States begins to expand early next week. So we could find a clipper system moving through to our north and west on New Year's Day, and that scoots on out of here probably during the day on New Year's Day into the air and then Thursday, the second day of the new year, very strong cold high pressure begins to build in from southeastern Canada into the New Jersey, New York City metro, Philadelphia metropolitan area. And as we get through the day on Thursday and Friday, high pressure will be in control. But here comes another clipper now, and a little bit of a disturbance here developing off the mid-Atlantic coast states. So this could prove to be a little bit of snow across the region as we get into a Thursday night or Friday morning. But a better chance of precipitation developing with another system, a clipper system moving through on Friday night and early Saturday morning of next weekend. It could develop into a small little system here along the East Coast on Saturday morning. This would be the first Saturday of the new year next week, and that could provide some snow across the northeastern corridor too. So lots of activity, very cold air building in next week. From about Tuesday on through the rest of the week, temperatures are averaging about 10, 15, 20 degrees below normal. Here's our increase in cloud cover and our rain coming in during the day on Saturday night, early Sunday morning. We're thinking most of this, if there is some cold air damming that's still in place, it could start off as a little sleet mixture across northwestern New Jersey and parts of the Poconos, but everything should go over to basically rain across the region during the day on Sunday and Sunday evening as that races to the north and east. Cold air behind, and a little bit of cloud cover increasing across the region. High pressure then comes into control for New Year's Eve day and New Year's Day, with the clipper system lifting into our north and east across the region. Cold air advection then really comes in with some very cold air across the region on Thursday and Friday of next week, with another clipper system moving through. And here's our little wave of low pressure along the coast. We could have a little bit of snow around here, light snow, on Thursday night as that clipper races off into Atlantic Canada, once again into the northeastern Atlantic regions. And then another clipper system moving in on Saturday. This would be Friday night and Saturday morning. If this is true, we could find another swath of light snow, and this would be all snow here across the region come late Friday night, early Saturday morning. And that scoots out of very cold air, dry air, high pressure Arctic air. Cross-polar flow comes in for next weekend. So lots of activity going on over the next week or so, and definitely much colder air. Arctic cross-polar air coming into the northeastern United States from Tuesday through next weekend, the first full week starting of January 2014. It looks like it's going to start on a cold note with a few snow potentials coming up for late next week as well. We'll have more updates tomorrow on Friday right here from Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a good Thursday.